up, gangstas? I'm just kidding. Hey guys, Underground Geek here, and let's talk about something. Now, if any of you know, I'm a huge Venom fan. If you don't know that, you've probably been living under a rock and you haven't been getting on my Twitter, but I'm a huge Venom fan. When they came out with the March Madness series, I think it was last March, I was a huge fan of this. I went out and got all the copies. I mean, it worked out in Marvel's favor because everybody went out and got all the variant covers. I mean, I got every one of them. And it kind of reinvigorated my love for Venom because then I started going back and trying to find older comic books that had him on the cover, anything to do with him. I mean, like I said, just reinvigorated my love for Venom. He's always been one of my favorites. And if you're wondering who my favorite Venom is, it's Agent Venom, Flash Thompson. Sorry guys, sorry. I know everybody likes Eddie, but I like Flash Thompson. The series was just well written. I mean, that's why I liked it. It was a good run, and when they went to Venom Space Knight, I still kind of liked it. And then when they took it away from him, I was extremely upset. I was like, come on now. I mean, they did him dirty. So it really upsets me then whenever they do something like they did with this Venomverse War Stories #1. Now, I think this is a one-off. I don't know why they just don't call it Venomverse War Stories. I don't know if they're going to do more than one, but Marvel seems to be doing that with all of them here lately, and it's just getting kind of annoying. But this is multiple stories in one. I think it's 3 in total. I'm going to go ahead and tell you your favorite person, Mags Visaggio, just randomly did one of these. Didn't really talk about that much because he was too busy talking about Trump and how everybody's a white supremacist. I mean, if you don't believe me, go on my Twitter. I screenshotted some of them because Brian Visaggio ended up blocking me finally. He took after Heather Antos and blocked me because I said something about, well, you know, that's not very nice. And he said, oh, block. But anyway, check out the dude's Twitter. Check out it's Mags Visaggio. It's really Brian Visaggio, but the guy's got some mental issues, big time. You should see the rhetoric that goes on his Twitter. I mean, it's insane. So when you see that, you know why I'd be upset that you're taking a character that I love and you're giving it to the psychopath. It's like, this is a puppy that I really like, and you give it to the psychopath, and that puppy got shot dead. So anyway, the cover here is pretty cool. What's inside is not so cool. So our first story starts out, Tales from the Front Lines. It's got Doctor Strange and Captain America Venom, both of them Venom here talking. And basically, Captain America just barely made it back, you know, and he's telling Venom Strange about this and talking about they're going to have to bolster their numbers again. You know, their army or their force has pretty much been decimated by the poisons. And the poisons are the big villains in this series. But anyway, so they're talking, and he says, you know, I'm going to use my magic to go get us some more, but it's going to weaken me to the point where I'm going to need some help after that. So he goes and starts bringing them all through, and then you kind of see who they are, little bits and pieces. But then we cut directly to the Blessing in Disguise. I don't really understand why we only got 2 pages and we're cutting to something else, but it's Blessing in Disguise. Instantly, we're transported to Nigeria, and we've got a young girl here narrating. And the girl apparently had some kind of injury because she used to run, and now she can't anymore. You can see her old pictures there, and she's watching a Grasshopper video. Got Bruce Lee on the wall, you know, things like that. And then all of a sudden, a crash comes through outside, and Black Panther and Rhino are fighting randomly, and they drop something that turns out to be the symbiote, and they're fighting. The art is pretty bad in this story right here. Also, the proportions are not very well kept up with because it's very obvious to see that Black Panther is about half the size of Rhino, and then in the next screen or the next page, he's standing on Rhino's head, barely the size of Rhino's head. I don't know. But anyway, so they're fighting again. Black Panther gets caught by Rhino and gets slammed on the ground. The girl gets touched by the symbiote and instantly is able to walk again. And this has got to be some of the worst art I have ever seen. This is terrible. But anyway, the girl is experimenting with the power. She can turn into grasshoppers, things like that. And then we go back to the Rhino and Black Panther fight. And Black Panther's drawn terribly. I don't know who thought drawing that weird-looking butt on him was okay. But he gets smashed by a Rhino and killed. I mean, what the heck? That would never happen. Black Panther is way too much of a match for Rhino. Now, even if he was caught off guard, he would be okay. I mean, what? But anyway, that's just my opinion. But so then the girl, being a girl, like, you know, maybe 14, 15 years old, is instantly an expert in the venom, attacks Rhino, and, you know, instantly is able to fight Rhino off with, like, no effort, you know, instant gratification. And then after that, they see her, and 2 weeks later, she's in Wakanda fighting with the rest of the troops, and she's instantly one of the army. And then through a ceremony, she is now queen of Wakanda. I mean, you could not write a more whack story. And the art is, the only thing worse than the story is the art. I mean, this looks terrible. I mean, it was pretty much a waste of your time. So then we cut to Deal with the Devil. And this is about Punisher and Venom. And I really like this one. I don't so much like some of the art, but I like the story. But I also feel like this is not true to Frank Castle. Basically, he meets up with the Kingpin, and he starts telling Kingpin, we're going to make a deal because I can't defeat you anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, no, that'd never happen. Okay, so somebody obviously don't know about the Punisher. Punisher would go in there with a gun and just kill everybody. But then I find out that actually he had a trump card all along. He had the Venom in him, and he unleashes the Venom and transforms into the full suit, and it looks pretty cool. I got to say, pretty cool. But anyway, he starts going ham on these guys. And what's cool is his outfit is pretty cool, but his gun shoots teeth out like bullets. And he starts taking all these guys out, and he says, we are now the arsenal of your war, Frank. Point us at your target and unleash heck. And then he starts taking out all the guys. We get some pretty cool art here. I have a feeling that maybe the guy that did this did some of Agent Venom, because some of the artwork kind of seems like that. But then it's also not really consistent, because his outfit changes and changes and changes. So I don't really like that, because they kind of, at the first it's very detailed, but then after a while the teeth disappear on the outfit. It changes over to stretch skin. Then it's nothing, and it's just a Spider-Man face. I don't know. I feel like they were just getting tired of it at the end. They were like, let's just get this over with. So anyway, he's able to make a gun out of the Venom, and the Venom tries to get him to shoot Spider-Man in the deal that they made. And he doesn't want to do it. Well, he's actually saved, because then he's transported to the other dimension, you know, like the rest of them have been up to this point, where the Sorcerer Venom has transported him over there. Then we cut to another story with Rocket the Raccoon Venom, and he sneaks into someone's house to attack them. Well, the girl turns around, the he, she, or whatever it is, turns around, and it's actually Carol Danvers. And I got to say, for somebody that's a warrior, she is built like a dude with A-cups. I mean, it's like a 12-year-old with A-cups. I don't know. I don't understand. Why can't we just draw women? I mean, her face is actually drawn kind of pretty, but the rest of her looks really skinny and scrawny. But anyway, Rocket gets out the full arsenal. He's after her. The Kree have a bounty on her head, and he's going to bring her in. Well, then this goes sideways, and she says, to me, my shield. And I instantly wanted to vomit, because then she turns into Captain America. So it wasn't enough that she was Captain Marvel. Now she has to be Captain America, because, you know, she has to be better than everyone else. So she goes to fight with Rocket. She easily defeats him, knocks him outside the house, and then Rocket decides he's going to kill her, but then he's transported. Okay? And then that just ends it. And she says, okay, well, I guess I should clean up. Ha ha. and she actually has boobs. You know, so they're small boobs, but she actually has them. So then I find out who wrote this little piece of art here. Brian Visaggio. So he wrote this little short story. That's why it's so bad. And you can totally tell that they're pushing the agenda. He is pushing his agenda on this story. He gave more thought. If you'll go on his Twitter, he's talking about this Carol Danvers, Captain America. He gave more thought to that character than the Rocket the Raccoon Venom. And that really ticks me off. Because this is Edge of Venomverse War Stories. This is not Edge of Captain Verse Carol Danvers. Okay? It really makes me upset that these people care nothing about it. All they care about is pushing their agendas, taking everything that you like and flipping it on its head and flipping genders and changing things over because, oh, I'm so progressive, nobody has done this. You know why nobody's done it? Because it's stupid. Okay? But anyway, there are tons of other people that would have been better Captain America than her, like Captain America. But anyway, so then we go over to one of our last stories, and it's Force Majeure. And we get a scene here where Dr. Doom is talking to the Avengers, and he says he wants to make a treaty. And then at the same time while he's talking, he's telling them, hey, as you know, I have the Venom in me, but I'm in control. And the Venom's talking in the back of his head like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm fixing to take control. And so he's talking to them. He says, hey, let's make the peace accords. They're like, I don't know if we can trust you, man. And he's just barely holding on. You can tell that he's just barely holding on. And as I look here, I don't understand. Is Captain America, now that I look at the art, is Captain America black? I don't understand. Is that supposed to be the Falcon? I'm not sure. Can you just not draw white people? But I don't know. That's really weird to me. I don't know why that's like that, but it is. And then Black Widow is a black lady, which should be kind of racist. But anyway, it's okay because they did it, right? But anyway, so you got the Avengers here. They're talking to Doom, and Doom leaves them and goes back to his quarters. And the Venom at this point is trying full force to take over. It's attacking him. It takes over Doom bots. They attack him. We get some pretty cool fight scenes here. And Doom is not having it. He is blasting Venom left and right, attacking him. And then for some reason on the outside of the building, a ship is flying by with Iron Man. And Iron Man looks like he's wearing a t-shirt suit. And he also looks like he's black. Is everybody black here? I really don't understand what's happening here. I don't get it, but okay. He has like a partial suit on. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So Dr. Doom walks outside. The Avengers are going to attack him because, we just fly around your house and attack you for no reason. And then he takes over and he says, for me and whom the symbiote is gone, Cage. Here there is only doom. And so he attacks them, they attack him, and then he's instantly teleported right after they blast him. And I guess that's Luke Cage, Iron Man. I guess you can do whatever you want because nothing matters, but that's just really weird to me. But anyway, Doom teleports. He disappears, to be continued, and then he knows instantly that there are the others there, like the other people there, the Venoms are there. And that kind of intrigues him. He may turn out to be a villain, I'm not sure, but I don't know. This really upsets me because they're taking liberties with things they don't understand, and they're just throwing everything out. I mean, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I don't know, guys. This is just weird. This whole War Stories is one of the worst things I've ever seen. They randomly just took 4 or 5 pages of a story and threw them all together into one, called it War Stories because it's different stories, and then 1 out of 5 of them was good. I mean, this is unacceptable at this point. If you read Venomverse number 1, that compared to this is night and day. This is trash. It doesn't need to be on here. I'm glad I didn't buy it. And this artwork seems like something that you would see in an independent comic. This is not worthy of a Marvel comic, what they're known for back in the day. And I'm embarrassed. Like, at this point, this is just sad. And I'm upset that they're letting Mags Fasaggio take something that he doesn't know about and destroying it. And then these other people that made these other stories, the one with the Black Panther getting embarrassingly killed and then having his kingdom taken over by a 14-year-old girl that looks like a grasshopper. You know, I'm not making it up. It's in the comic. Go back and look. I mean, this is just sad at this point. I don't know. I give this like a 2 out of 10. I would not recommend. It's just terrible trash at this point. They're just doing whatever they want. Nothing matters. Nothing has merit. We're just out here having fun, guys. We're just having fun. I don't know. I've had enough. Tell me, guys, what you think. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the notifications button. And have a great day, guys. Please do not buy this comic. All right. I just saved you $5. Bye.